This man never watched TV, so he took apart the new one he bought, then threw it down from the 35th floor. Because he was trapped in this abandoned building, he thought this would get the guard's attention, but the guard was listening to the radio. He did not notice anything outside until night came. He still did not see any rescue. Now he deeply regretted following the real estate agent's advice and buying the cheapest apartment. At this moment he finally understood. Cheap things came with a cost. The man had to think of another way. He collected toothpaste from the bathroom, wrote a message for help on a piece of cardboard, then threw it outside, hoping someone would see it. But the wind blew the cardboard onto the roof. He refused to believe his luck was that bad, so he wrote another one, until all the toothpaste was gone. Still no one found it. He had to squeeze his wound hard, used the blood to write a distress message. Then he aimed carefully and threw the cardboard out. This time it finally reached the ground. He became excited. Soon a woman collecting clothes noticed the cardboard. The red blood on it made her realize it was serious. She followed the message to the building, but the guard stopped her. The guard insisted no one had lived there for 2 years. The woman had no choice but to leave with the cardboard. The man's last hope was gone. He angrily kept kicking the railing and forced a gap open. Then he climbed out without hesitation. But facing the hundreds of meters high altitude, he calmed down and regretted it. Yet he did not dare to climb back. The hardest part was crossing the wall between floors. He tried his best to suppress his fear. The smooth surface gave him no place to step. He had to move down using only the strength of his arms. After half an hour, he miraculously reached the 31st floor. That gave him confidence. He no longer moved step by step, but tried to skip 2 steps. It was this overconfidence that made things worse. He stretched out his foot, but found there was no railing. Frightened, he quickly pulled back his leg and climbed upward desperately. He breathed heavily. His heart was pounding. After calming down, he realized he was trapped. If he went back now, he wouldn't be able to survive. So he took off his belt and tied it tightly to the railing. With the belt to protect him, the man felt some courage. He grabbed the belt and slid down slowly. At that moment, his body was hanging in midair off the 31th floor. He swung with all his strength. Finally, his feet landed on another railing, but this floor had no balcony. To get into the room, he had to move sideways along the railing. He pressed both hands on the wall and slowly slid forward. At the corner, he almost slipped. Luckily, he grabbed the edge in time. He quickly balanced himself and kept moving. At the final moment, his feet finally touched the ground on the 30th floor. He reached out to push the glass door, but no matter how he pushed, it would not open. He had no choice. He braced against the wall and kicked hard, although it was very risky, but he finally kicked the glass door open. The man dragged his tired body to the entrance and carefully turned the handle. This time, the door opened. He was finally free. When he reached the first floor, the guard stared at him as if he had seen a ghost, but the